Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel review anything and everything. Today I'm just doing a follow-up video as I mentioned I was going to do before when it came to the SmallRig universal phone cage. And like I said, they're different packages. This one came with the cage and it came with the dual handles. I'm sorry about the focusing. Um, it's trying to focus up here. But if you recall to a previous video that I did where I was reviewing a digital SLR camera rig, which was a different company, but I also had some accessories for it. And the top handle was this SmallRig NATO top handle. Now, I wanted to show here in this follow-up video for this camera rig, for this phone universal camera rig, that this actually fits on here like all SmallRig products most likely would. And I tested it out and it did fit. Obviously, I didn't expect it wouldn't. And I just want to show one that, how handy that is to be able to throw on various accessories that you might already have with you to go along with it. But in addition, I wanted to, as I said, there's a follow-up. I want to make note that these handles actually, I'm not sure on other SmallRig frames that are for, say, digital SLRs or mirrorless cameras, but I know for my other SLR camera rig that is not made by SmallRig, these don't fit it because of they. So if you see how this has that indentation right there in between the hole. Well, the way these handles work is they have little grooves that fall right in between there. So if in most rigs where this would be a smooth all the way across and you would just have the holes, those ridges or grooves that are supposed to go into there they're gonna make it not work. So that's the reason why that wouldn't work for most other ones. I'll just take this off just to show you I wasn't going to do that, but you see here, those little grooves right there, they fit into those little slots I showed you, which make it work for the SmallRig for the cell phone, universal cell phone cage this. But in terms of a regular camera rig, and I can't, like I said, I can't speak on SmallRig's camera rigs for SLRs and mirrorless if they have those additional holes or if that's just for their can cell phone rig line. So, but I just want you to know that this is not going to work on, say, universally on other camera rigs. Now, going back more so into my viewpoint on the actual rig itself, I actually found it to be nice. I tested it out while I was actually doing some video recording just to test out how smooth it was using a cell phone. And it actually was really nice, very smooth. In addition to that, I tested it out with my two side handles, and that was nice. But then, being as I had just mentioned, I was able to put this on and it was compatible. I then did a test where I'm going from holding it side to side, then coming low, switching up hands to grab the top handle, coming down, then coming up. And it was smooth the whole way through after I looked at the camera footage. And it was nice. It was smooth all the way through. I'm sorry that I can't really show any of that because all I did was do a little quick run around through my messy house right now because I was just stuck inside at the moment when I was doing the test footage. But it did come out very smooth, and I definitely would say that I like this product. It's definitely worth it. Now, one person had commented that you know I guess you could say if cell phones is a way that someone would really be utilizing their method of filming or whatever the case is. But, sometimes it's just an option. Some people might want a full heavy setup. Some people like to use their cell phone because it's kind of the quick grab and go thing. And even though with a cell phone, you might say, well, the benefit of the cell phone is being portable. But there are certain things that you still might need if you were trying to be semi-professional to do some kind of video shoot, or even say if it's a interview with somebody, but you're on the run, running and gunning. It's still easier to carry this setup with your cell phone in your pocket than it is to carry a SLR or mirrorless camera. Because, and the main reason why you would still consider this rather than just holding your camera in your hand is because if you want to attach accessories like say a light, um, for the cold shoe mount, you could have a light, you could have a what do you call it, a microphone, a shotgun microphone on this side, or like I said, and that's just coming with the framing in itself. If you had extra things to attach to it like this, or maybe you didn't buy the kit with the handles, you could do it bare bones just on here, and you can hold from here. But if you bought it with the kit with the handles here, you'd have these. You wouldn't have this on top, and then you could still set it up like I just mentioned. Or if you have extra accessories or you want to buy them extra to tack onto it, you could have a top handle, and now you have the mic somewhere attached here. You could have the light somewhere on the side here, wherever the case is, but just gives you more options. But my point is, it still makes it a more manageable setup than a heavy setup. And the purpose of the cage may not necessarily be for the stabilization. It might simply be for the additive accessories that you might need on hand. Like I mentioned, a uh, light, or maybe a microphone, or sometimes too, there are attachments to attach a battery pack. So that way, you're actually running external power. That way you don't have to worry about it running out of power while you're doing like an interview or something like that. So I think for those reasons, it's definitely a benefit. It definitely was great for the stability if you're trying to do film work. But if you're just like a person who does like interviews, and you know, one of those kind of people who do like, I don't know if that still counts as vlogging when you're interviewing other people. I'm not too familiar with the terms, but for the accessories, and you're doing that type of work, it's definitely worth it as well for that. So this is just a follow-up video. Like I said, link is going to be inside the description for you to be able to purchase this on Amazon along with this as well. Um, and like I said, I just really recommend it. It definitely has a purpose. And if that purpose suits your needs as well, I definitely say jump on it. With that being said, you guys, like, share, comment, follow. I think it is. And you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video.